Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review on Bad Kitty by Michele Jaffe, which is the first book in the Bad Kitty series, and it was quite a surprise for me. I bought it because I had read really good reviews on it on Goodreads. People were saying it was really humorous, it was laugh out loud funny, it was also quite entertaining, but then when I first got it and I sort of read the first 10 pages, I couldn't really get into it, so I put it down and I read other things, but I decided this time to finish it off, and I am so glad that I did. Basically, the story revolves around this girl named or Jasmine, and she's sort of is an aspiring detective, CSI investigator sort of person, but her dad is really against it. She ends up going on holidays with him, and her family is like her cousins, and the adventure starts when she meets this cat. And somehow she ends up destroying her wedding and being grounded. But then she meets this lady who is connected to a sort of murder case, and that's when Jasmine's story sort of flows. Like, I love the blurb. I think the blurb explains it so well. So basically it says her book is 36% Las Vegas mystery, 49% unstoppable crush, 15% fashion emergency, and 100% the cat's fault. And at every point there's like a footnote. So for unstoppable crush is number 2, and then she goes, is that all you're going to say about Jack? Aren't you going to mention him? I mean, other than as a crush? If I were reading this, that's what I would want to know. I'm just saying, like, and these footnotes are filled throughout the entire book, and they're actually conversations between her and her friends, and I have to remember the names: Roxy, Polly, and Tom. That's right. Which makes the story a lot more fun to read and a lot different, because Jazz is narrating this, but then you've got different voices coming in and sort of correcting her narration or adding a lot more detail that you wouldn't get from a first person narrator, because sometimes first person narrators aren't very reliable. You're only getting the one aspect, and you don't know if they're exaggerating the truth or they're saying things to make themselves look better. So I thought that the whole idea of footnotes was really funny and really just unique to the story. It made reading it a lot more entertaining. It was definitely laugh out loud funny. I was giggling in most places, and I think it's the way that Jazz's voice is. She's really sort of witty, really smart as well, but she's got these sarcastic comments, and she's sort of really relatable as a character. Maybe when like, she's not my age, but I can remember myself being her age and sort of being that type of girl who was really curious about things, really wanted to know what everybody was up to, and had a crush that she couldn't like but did like, and it was just that conflict. It was just so funny how she had to fight between her inner voice and her own sort of attraction towards him, because it wasn't like an agonizing conflict. It was just like, she'd talk about him, she'd be like, nah, he's evil, and then she'd go on this tangent and be like, but he's got really nice eyes, his smile is so cute, sort of like that. And it was just really funny to read. I love Jazz as a character, as a narrator, and the voice. I think Michele Jaffe did an amazing job with her voice, like her characters, because Polly, Roxy, and Tom were great as sidekicks or side characters as well. They were really sort of like, most side characters aren't really memorable, but oh, is that even a word? But Polly, Roxy, and Tom left an impact on me. That's right. They were great sort of best friends that you want to have in real life. The villains were also quite interesting. I know Jazz's cousins aren't villains, but they're sort of like the evil stepsisters, and her cousin and her cousin's best friend were equally funny, because they were sort of taken along for this ride that they didn't want to be on, and they didn't know how serious things were going to be, and just listening to them complain and stuff is just hilarious. The mystery side of this is actually quite believable, because Jazz knows all these scientific stuff about how to collect fingerprints, skid marks, sort of like investigating details on cars and stuff like that. So I got that part, and I went with her along on this mystery of finding this person, because it was actually quite thrilling. I really wanted to know what the mystery was, who the person behind the crime was, yada yada yada, and the plot twist was really different. I did not expect that plot twist at all, which was good, because that means that I really want to read the next few stories, because if Michele Jaffe's writing has always impressed me. I've read her other 2 books and I thought they were great, but in this one she's added humor in, and it's actually so good. I definitely think it's a series that I really want to continue on with. It's young adult, but it's written in sort of a middle grade sense, so it's really easy to read. You fly through it. It's short as well. Definitely something I would read when I don't, or if I've hit a reading slump, or if I've got a lot on and I just want to get through something and just, you know, relax and enjoy and not have to think so much about things. So I definitely recommend Bad Kitty. I'm pretty sure I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. I just think it's amazing. And I agree with everybody on Goodreads. It was definitely worth the laugh. If you have read Bad Kitty, leave a comment down below telling me how you thought it was, or if you haven't, let me know if you want to read it or not. Otherwise, I shall see you guys next time. Have a lovely day, guys. Bye!